Ooh, I don't have a delay on, do I? No. It's a fun song. There's a James Dalton Bell in chat. How's it going, James? Nice. I should probably make sure I have it set so that VODs save. Videos. It should. Because I never changed that. VOD settings. Store past broadcasts. Always publish VODs. We're good. Just waiting on Daddy so we can test the audio levels. I might be too loud right now. What's up? How's it going?
Good. Hear me loud and clear?
I can. Let's see. Can you say something?
Yeah. Mic check. 2.
Okay, I gotta boost you.
Okay.
Or
I'll keep talking.
user volume. Okay, go again.
How about now? Mic check. Mic check. This is my normal voice right here.
Okay, I need to boost you a little bit.
Okay. How about now? Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Okay, I think that's good.
Okay.
Anybody in chat listening, tell us how the audio sounds. And let me shrink you down here so you fit in this box.
Perfect. I'm gonna pull up your stream too, so I can see what's going on.
Oh, that's the wrong button. I haven't done this in such a long time.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I should be following you on Twitch, right?
yeah, you were.
All right.
Who's quieter, Poppin? Daddy is significantly quieter. Okay.
I'm quiet.
How about now?
How about now? How do I sound now?
Checkity, checkity, check. I guess I could turn myself down, too. That probably works. Okay, I just turned myself down. I'm pretty firmly in the yellow now.
Okay, how about me? Am I in the yellow?
It looks like we are roughly equal. Yo, what's going on, KC? Very comparable. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I just popped in the stream. I heard it. I think it sounds okay.
I'm certainly no
Thanks,
professional.
Yeah. Me neither, man.
Okay. Still got 4 minutes to kill. Gives people some time to funnel in here.
Pull up these
Samax.
results.
Oh yes, the awards results, of course.
There wasn't really that many surprises.
No. I should probably check again, make sure that nothing has changed, no last minute votes.
Yeah. I decided not to nominate anything this season. I didn't deserve it.
Yeah, I skipped like 3 or 4 of them. So it's like my just didn't do well.
Yeah. You know, I had a lot of fun with my team for like the first few weeks, and then I had no fun with it after a while.
Yeah, I can imagine it gets pretty old.
Yeah. I figured 7 weeks it might not get old, but I was wrong. It definitely got old.
There's only so many times you can bring every bug and lose.
Yeah. Right. It was just like so many of the matchups were just hopeless too. Like against Cobra, there was like that felt so bad. I had to go pick up Gigalith the next day, you know?
That was the Celesteela?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Snorlax in the background. I just noticed that.
Yeah, I had to bust him out. My puppy destroyed this beanbag chair we had in the basement. He's not even a puppy anymore. He's like 1.5 years old. So I replaced it with this thing. See how long it lasts.
Nice. Been doing a lot of gaming on that that setup back there.
No, not at all. I never play it. It's just here. Like one day the kids will play it, you know, and like when I have guests over,
Oh yeah.
you know, I'm
Gotta-
not gonna like.
Got to make it coin operated.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna eventually put some fighting games on there, like newer ones, like Guilty Gear and stuff. That'll be pretty cool. But I got to do some upgrades to the hardware first.
Real handy, man. Different kind of handy.
It's not as hard as you might think. Like I bought the wood pre-cut, so then it's basically like gluing and screwing stuff together. You know, the wiring was difficult. All right, people are starting to file in here, huh?
Jordan's here. Jordan and Samax. Smooty's here. Nice.
Smooty! I hope he's coming back next season.
Yeah, Smooty, you coming for BDSP? I'm pretty stoked for BDSP.
Me too. I'm excited to try something different. You know.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired of Dynamax.
Yeah, seriously. But now it's like I've been playing with Dynamax for so long, I don't know how to play without it.
Oh,
Like,
it's an adjustment.
yeah.
That's why when I joined the VBLN, I was just like, well, I don't know how to play this shit. Let me just
Right.
Parish Trap
can't-
everybody and
Yeah.
Chansey.
and Shuckle. Yeah, I'm excited to see like the weird stuff come out with this too. You know, like there's gonna be some mons that would be considered garbage that will probably be pretty strong, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I had to drastically shift everything up because I had like half the Pokedex at like 7 and below for points.
Right.
It's like, well, you can make a team out of anything with this. So yeah, let's bump, Murkrow up to 12 points or something.
Well, and then like things like Glaceon, which have made an impact in past seasons, like how good might that end up being? I don't know.
Huge special attack.
Mm-hmm.
Glaceon Abomasnow. Alright, I believe we should get going.
Let's roll it.
It's now 8 o'clock. Welcome, everybody, to the VBL Finals. I'm Steve. I'm here with Daddy. We will be bringing you the finals between the New York Ninetales and the Virginia Vikavolts. But before we get to that, we've got some regular season awards to get out.
The moment everybody's been waiting for, Steve.
Absolutely. How about, where do you want to start with these? Maybe
Let's
at
end with the MVP.
Yes,
right?
start
That
off
should
with
be
best
the
nickname.
Let's do it.
All right, take it away.
All right. So, the best nickname was a landslide victory. And you guys are never going to see this one coming. Okay. With 75% of the total votes, we have, for best nickname of the season, Clefable. That's
actually the wrong color of green.
that. It's not Clefable.
No.
I was just kidding. That was just a joke, guys. The real winner for the best nickname with 75% of the vote were all of Poppin's Reginalds. Let's give him a hand, everybody. Yay, good job, Poppin.
Landslide with the Reginalds.
That's the right color green. I was just joking.
Good job, Poppin. I very much enjoyed the all Reginald team.
It was nice to see those every week.
It was.
Just something, it made me feel at home watching those games. So next we have the most entertaining games. So Steve, why don't you take this one?
Yeah, most entertaining game. This is actually a very tight race. Winning with only 37% of the vote is actually the Undella Unknowns versus my team, the Waterloo Wormadams, with the Scarf Porygon Z discharge onto Electivire, which absolutely crushed me in Game 1. And then made a series of it the rest of the way. I had a fun time with that. It's nice to get destroyed by something and just completely blow your mind.
Yeah, that was a really interesting team. That was right after we made all those big changes, right?
Yep.
Wasn't that the first week?
Yep, it was.
That was a fun one to watch.
And just behind that game, we had James losing to the Infestation Dottler, as well as James versus Jordan in the top 8. So James coming out with second and third place there for entertaining games.
James had a hell of a season, man. It was
He did.
Really, really a nice turnaround for him. So it was good to see him make it to the playoffs. I thought he might make it farther with the team he had, but it's the way it goes.
Yeah, I did think he was going to beat Jordan, to be honest, but Jordan's in the finals now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Man, Jordan's had a hell of a season too. All right. Anyway, am I frozen on your stream? Because I look frozen.
Yep. I minimized the thing. That's my bad. You're back.
All right, cool. All right, so that takes us into saddest moment, correct?
Yes.
All right. So, our runners-up, we had 2 saddest moments tied with 25% of the vote. And that's Ben's Inteleon crit Hyper Beam on Steve to win Game 1.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was a sad moment. And another sad one. This wasn't sad, actually. This was a really happy moment. But Braff getting stalled by Soaked Water type Shedinja, Game 1 versus Daddy.
That was pretty awesome.
That was one of only 3 rounds that I won this season. So Not sad. Very happy. Anyways, so the winner for the saddest moment, and once again, we see James up near the top of the results here. The saddest moment was losing his undefeated record.
That is to the Infestation Dottler, as previously mentioned in the entertaining game.
Man, yeah, that really was an entertaining game. Who didn't enjoy watching that Dottler? Come on, man.
Yeah, that thing is a monster.
So brings us into the best moment. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, best moment. This one with 50% of the vote, pretty much running away with this. Guard swap Registeel, defense boosts onto Umbreon. You know, Umbreon's already hard enough to kill with its huge defenses in Moonlight. And then when you get a +4 or +6 defense, I think, Registeel, and you just steal those boosts, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that is the grossest moment, probably. You know, Umbreon is already like a bulky monster, and then you do that. Just, I still have my feelings about Umbreon. You know, getting stalled by Smoothie in the playoffs a couple seasons ago, but hey, whatever.
Yep, it's happened to everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, but definitely a highlight of the season. So that brings us into the one-hit wonder category. I don't think people are going to be very surprised by this one. It didn't feel like this was a one-hit wonder, though. Did it? It didn't feel like a one-hit wonder for me. It felt like it dominated the season, but I guess it was a one-hit wonder.
He brought it a few times, but I think the one game that comes to mind where it just absolutely dominated the series makes it more of a one-hit wonder than a...
That makes sense. The winner of the one-hit wonder category was Hawkeye Ben's Dottler. Definitely deserving. One of the coolest mons of all season, in my opinion. But maybe it's just because I like bugs.
And I think most of these awards have come in games that have involved James.
Was that was against James?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. It's the season of James.
Let's keep that going. Best value pick. This one also a complete landslide with 62% of the vote. Throw from Jordan's finalist team. Throw played in 9 games, went 15-3, and costs only 4 points.
There's really no question about this one, in my opinion. I mean, okay, Stabilize a good value pick too, but it's not the same kind of value, right? Like 4 points is, this one is pretty obvious to me, at least.
Yeah, Ben Skarmory up there as well. That was surprising, but you know, nothing dominated like Throw. And I've looked into Throw before drafting it. Of course,
you advised me to pick it up one season. I forget which one.
Yeah, I ran it in Series 6, and it does a lot of damage, and it's really tanky.
Yeah, it was super strong for Jordan this season. I'm excited to see if he brought it to the finals game.
Mm-hmm.
So next up is best post-draft acquisition. This one was not even close. 87% of the total votes. It was Jordan's Latias. He says that it was his best acquisition ever, hands down. It was a crucial part of his team towards the end of the season, and I mean, it's another one, man. I'd like to see if he brings both of these, the last 2 picks that we talked about, into the finals matchup, because they were very dominant this season. So
yeah, and a great nickname every time he brought it, Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, it is a good one.
We get to Best Duo, and this one, not surprising for anybody who watched Braff's games, with 50% of the vote, Gorgeist and Guzzlord. The Trick or Treat adding the Ghost type to the enemy, and then a Max Darkness comes out and just one-hit KOs everything.
Yeah, really sick combo. Gorgeist is a really good mon, I've noticed.
Very good draft.
Right?
It does everything.
It's hard to tell what it's going to do, exactly. And I noticed in a lot of Braff's games this year, it's like, you know, is it going to come out to support, or is it going to come out and, you know, he might just max it or something too. So you never know.
And you get it's like 4 or 5 forms you get on that thing. and all of them have different stats. So you could run the one with the really high attack, or you can run the one with the best defenses. So just having that amount of variability in one mon, obviously very useful. And anything that changes a type, Soak is really widely distributed. But then you got the Ghost Grass types with Forest Curse and whatever Gorgeist is called. I forget what it's called.
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely warranted pick there. So that brings us into best build. We had a couple runners up here. Braff's Gorgeist, Trick or Treat Gorgeist, paired with Guzzlord, but that's kind of the same thing as best duo, but whatever, bro. We get Jordan's Mold Breaker Assault Vest. What is it? It's cut off on my screen.
Assault Vest Throw versus Cobra.
Okay.
Max Lightning and Mold Breaker to get through Lightning Rod.
So those are our runners up, and the winner of this category, Hawkeye Ben's Dottler with Infestation, and what was it, Iron Defense?
Iron Defense, yeah.
Right.
Recover.
Oh, that was a sick build. I really enjoyed that one.
That Dottler has gotten 3 awards now.
It deserves all of the awards, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, what a cool mod to make work. Ben kind of made everything work this season, though, didn't he?
He did.
So
It was a very cool team.
yeah.
And randomly generated.
Right. Which makes it even more gross. I'm going to do best support and leave MVP to you. All right, Steve?
Sure.
So the best support, and you can correct me if I get the wrong green color this time. In a pretty substantial victory here, the best support of the season goes to Poppins Wheezing Galar Edition.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's a pretty obvious choice here too, right?
Yeah, his team does not work without that wheezing.
He had to bring it. I mean, I guess he could bring the coughing.
Doesn't hit the same way.
Yeah, and that thing did impress me every week though too. Like you kind of forget how bulky it is, and then it has a pretty neat move pool too, right? You can mix it up. So.
Yep. Always good to have that fairy typing too. It's hard to get sometimes.
Agreed.
Okay, and we finally make it to the MVP.
You know, we can skip this one.
Yeah, well, Braff's audio is off, so he won't even know. But it's pretty close. He only got 37% of the vote, but the MVP of the season is the Libertyville Luxray Guzzlord. Coming out just behind in second place is Throw from Jordan's Virginia Vikavolts.
I think he can make a case for either one, but I mean, Guzzlord was pretty gnarly in the regular season.
It was a monster.
Yeah.
I think one of the cooler designs for Ultra Beast.
Yeah, as far as Ultra Beasts go, I mean, I think the designs for most of them are pretty bad in my opinion, but
Yeah, that's true.
I'm an old school guy.
That about does it for the awards. Congratulations to everybody who won an award. We'll see how we do the logo. Maybe we'll get a Guzzlord on it. Who knows? I know you're not a fan of that, but
Yeah, not in the slightest. You know, I just feel, I'm gonna just say it on stream. We have what, 700 people watching this, something like that.
oh wow, yeah. Let me run an ad real quick.
Yeah. I feel like the top 2 teams should be on the logo.
Yeah, I agree.
Just my opinion. I know not everybody agrees with it, but hey, it is what it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen here
Okay.
with you. Okay. And let me know if you can see it.
I see it.
Okay, it should be just a black screen right now
It's black.
with my webcam on it for some reason. Cart casting. Okay. I just got to get the game up. So I've set this up. The game is going to autoplay when I click this button. Anything you want to say before we get started with the match?
You want to make a prediction? You already watched it, I'm assuming.
I actually have not. I saw the intro a little bit, just so I could like get the windows to fit and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what mons are there.
Okay.
I do believe Sam is probably going to win. I think his team is better than Jordan's.
I'm inclined to agree with you, but I've doubted Jordan's team since the draft ended, so he's proven me wrong every week. So I can't doubt you anymore, Jordan. So I'm going to take Jordan in this matchup.
All right, let's get into it. It is the VBL Grand Finals, Virginia Vikavolts versus the New York Ninetales. And here we go.
Beautiful. We got it
On
on
into the
cart.
game. All right, so Virginia Vikavolts, we've got the Weavile, Thunderous, Cottony, Oranguru, Throw, and Escavalier against the Metagross, Salamence, Rotom Heat, Seismitoad, Meowstic, and Umbreon coming out from Samax and the New York Ninetales.
Very interesting. Seismitoad. I wonder what's going to happen with that.
Now, I will say that I briefly talked to Jordan before the game. I suggested to him that he should bring something with Trick to deal with the Umbreon. I hope that's not the Cottony, because Trick with Prankster doesn't work on Umbreon.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm a little surprised to see Cottony here. He does have the lagging tail on it, too. So he's going to be trying to switcheroo something.
Yeah, it could be just trying to steal an item away from that Metagross, make sure it doesn't get off a weakness policy. You know, there's definitely no weakness policy Salamence there. He doesn't have the Ninetales. And
All right.
real quick, I gotta start the other music. And we get Metagross Salamence coming out from Samax. Two absolutely terrifying Pokemon with Weavile or Oranguru from Jordan.
Now, I'd be afraid to use Fake Out here if I were Jordan, because I have no idea which of these two could potentially max turn one.
It is true if he even has it. He does have it. You see the move set there. We already saw the item on the Weavile. He's got the Focus Sash, Triple Axle, Throat Chop, Fake Out. I wonder if
Fake Out.
Fake Out going right for that Trick Room, it looks like. Not terribly concerned that Weavile's probably the fastest thing on the field.
Yeah, very interesting choice here. I wonder...
Ooh, there goes the Salamence. Perhaps a little afraid of that ice move coming into it. Right into the Umbreon.
It's a good switch there. So he isn't maxing.
So that'll be the Metagross. Unless that's Jordan, I don't know their sprites. Yeah, there's the Metagross.
Now next turn in Trick Room, I mean this thing is going to get a big attack off on that Weavile slot, you'd assume.
Yeah, that Fake Out just going to tickle the Umbreon, and a Steel Spike coming out. That's, I'm guessing, into the Weavile. It is. That's going to Sash for sure.
Sash.
And getting that defense boost. Does reveal the Sash, obviously, for Samax.
See, now he can just snarl with the Umbreon. He doesn't even have to worry about that Weavile slot in case he does switch it out, which I would assume he wouldn't unless he wants to conserve it for when Trick Room ends.
Yep. We do see the leftovers coming out on that Umbreon. Already stacking boosts on it as well. And he is going to switch that Weavile out.
Interesting. So he is going to try to save it. Maybe get a nice Fake Out later on. We'll see.
Energy Ball, an interesting bring. Probably a little afraid of that Seismitoad.
It is, yeah. It's a nice counter for the Seismitoad, but now what is this gorilla going to do? So far, things are looking pretty heavily in Sam's favor, I would say.
I would agree. Unless he predicted a really good switch here. There's the Snarl, as you mentioned, was coming out to kill that Weavile. And does lower the special attack on the Oranguru as well, so whatever move he used there is not going to do too much. Ooh, and reveals the White Herb. That's actually pretty huge. Let's see that tickle.
Always dangerous to switch out. With a white herb into an incoming snarl, you know.
Yeah. And Samax, predicting the switch or just ignoring the Weavile, goes for that Steel Spike. Continues to boost up the Umbreon and reveals yet another item.
A lot of valuable information for Sam early in the game here.
Yeah, he's seen 3 Mons, he's seen 3 items.
And what's Escav gonna do in this particular situation? I mean, focus down the Umbreon, but that Metagross is looking very strong right now.
He's focusing down the Umbreon that's at +2 defense already, and not only that, you can assume this Metagross is not a special attacker, so this Max Flutterby effect is, and it's Clear Body actually, so it won't do anything at all. Ah, there we go, he backs out, clicks the Mega Horn into the Instruct. That could be a lot of damage.
Scav is strong, but this is, okay, I don't think it's gonna kill. Unless we get a high roll next time.
Ooh, yawn. It's gonna
Probably
be...
a good thing you saved Max.
Yes, definitely. Because it's gonna be sleeping for the rest of this Trick Room, probably.
You could switch it out and just sack that Weavile, too, you know.
And we did just see that Umbreon's actually slower than the Oranguru, who does live another Steel Spike.
So we have min speed Umbreon? Would that be correct? Or is it just naturally slower than Oranguru?
Well, you would think that Jordan would make his Oranguru min speed as well, so I'm guessing it's a min speed Umbreon. Well, the max is over. Let's see how Jordan can pull this back.
How many turns of Trick Room are left here?
There was Trick Room, and then he switched, and then he instructed, so there should be 2 turns left.
Okay. Let's see, are we going to get a Moonlight here from the Umbreon?
I forgot the Weavile was still alive.
So it looks like he is sacking it.
There goes Escav, he doesn't want it to fall asleep.
Gonna go before Oranguru here, so let's see if he heals up. That would be...
Oh!
Wow.
The ally switch.
And there's the Moonlight.
Ally switch just to get that heal off. And I'm guessing that's just an energy ball. Yeah, that's you know, that did a lot more than I thought it would, honestly.
Did it really?
It did
this
a
one,
solid like 6%.
True. It's only a 20 hit KO. Right? This one's kind of looking like a wrap.
Well, Jordan still has that max. He's kind of in an awkward position here where he has to stall out his own Trick Room, though.
Very true. Yep. He's getting definitely undersped in this Trick Room scenario here.
There's a good fake out into Metagross. Oh, sub.
Substitute.
That's going to be pretty hard to break through.
This Umbreon is never dying.
No, like, yeah, you flinched Metagross, but we can assume it has Moonlight, right? We've seen Snarl substitute. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, he went down to like 10%. This should be the last turn of Trick Room. I see popping in chat, Jesus Christ, Sam, this game is supposed to be fun.
You know, it does not look like Jordan was having a lot of fun in this particular match, but he is getting some information here.
Yep.
Right?
And he does break the sub. That first crit on the triple axle, definitely coming in huge if you see how little that one did on the last hit.
Yeah, you definitely need that crit to break this sub. So there goes the Oranguru. Here comes another Moonlight. You hate to see it.
Umbreon doing Umbreon things.
Right,
Back at full health and at +3 defense.
Let's see what Jordan's plan is here. So Escav looks like it's coming back in. No. I mean, okay, the Thunderous. Are we gonna see it? A Dark Pulse into the Metagross? I don't know. He's ally switching it.
He does have the special attacker out here now, though, so those defense boosts are not going to be as effective.
is correct, but I mean, with ally switch, you have to guess right every time. And
That's true.
It's gonna be really difficult. So he's taunting the Umbreon slot. Now this could work out either way, because if he does ally switch, then it gets taunted. He can't use it in the future. But
It does not come out, but he does get the. So there's no more healing coming out from that Umbreon, but Ironhead is going to finish off the Weavile here, and we'll see if he blocked a substitute or a Yawn. He blocks the Yawn.
no, okay, that's pretty huge. I think Jordan's not too sad about losing that Weavile there. It's just a matter of time. So let's see who he chooses to max now that he got that taunt off.
And important to note that Samax still has a full health Salamence and one other Pokemon that we haven't seen yet.
That is correct. That's
Jordan-
that Salamence could come up huge.
Jordan has actually done about 10% of total damage here so far in this game.
You know, it was a rough matchup he had for himself here, but I don't. How is he going to try to turn it around next game? I guess this one's not over yet. Anything could happen.
Nope,
I'm
this
going to have to predict correctly here. We'll see if the ally switch comes out. Does
is a
not.
Max Darkness, and he did predict correctly and does one hit KO that Metagross. That is a good start.
I think we'll see a Snarl here.
It's got to be a Snarl.
That's true. Nice prediction, Daddy. Good job.
Lowering that special attack. So Thundurus has the dodge on the Mega Horn. It is at +3 defense, but that's still gotta feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at least 30% of his life total based on the last one, so. Does not feel good in a game that already seems like it may be lost.
Let's see who Samax decides to bring in. Is he gonna reveal who he has in the back? He does. He brings out the Rotom Heat.
Kind of further sealing the deal here. We're just going to keep seeing Snarls from Umbreon, kind of neutering Thundurus, and then any fire move is going to kill a Scav here, I'm assuming.
The Snarl does only go so far because that Max Darkness is lowering the special defense of the Umbreon at the same time.
That's true. But if they're trading those until max ends, I don't see this Umbreon going anywhere. Do you?
Not really. Not with Moonlight.
Right.
Ooh, wow, that's a bulky Rotom. That is -1, but
Well, it did use Protect.
no, the Rotom used Overheat into the Protect.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. So now we got a -2 Thundurus. Umbreon Taunt is over, so he is free to use Yawn now into
Yeah.
either one. I think if he has Protect on the Rotom, or even Ally Switch, a Protector Ally Switch into Yawn is a very good play. But he just goes for the straight kill. And yeah, no way of Scabs living that one.
So the Rotom will die here, but I don't think that's
Will
too
it?
much cause for concern.
It does not.
I guess they traded the Snarl for the death drop, so that makes sense.
And there's the Yawn. That Yawn, I believe, seals it unless he's got the Lumberry. I think he had a Yachi Berry on it, though.
Yeah,
Oh, Jordan says Thundy's at 153 speed, so he knows that Rotom is scarfed now.
okay, interesting. So both players getting a lot of valuable information. I'm interested to see what kind of changes they make for game 2.
I wonder if he considers switching out the Umbreon here, just to get rid of those special defense drops.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a terrible switch, now that you mention it. He doesn't need the defense boosts anymore, so...
He switches out the Rotom, so he's not going to switch out the Umbreon.
Interesting.
I guess he wants to regain his special attack after that Overheat. See how much that Discharge does.
Charge.
Well, that's not bad, but its special attack going to keep going down.
Right, it's not going to get better.
You know,
See if Jordan gets any other valuable information. So now Sam knows that he's running Discharge. I believe that's the first time he used it.
Yep. And it's asleep now. It is faster than the Salamence. And we just see a Dragon Pulse. Interesting. So we do see a special Salamence coming out. And not
More-
enough.
More information, which is really important to know because Salamence can go either way, right? So I don't know if switching into Salamence was the best move here, but I want to withhold that info, you know?
Where there's a double crit discharge, there's a way. One turn wake? No. Alright. So we've got game 1 going to Samax and the New York Ninetales. Very good start to the game.
Very strong start. Once that Umbreon gets set up out there, you're going to have a bad time.
Yep. I wonder if Jordan prioritizes bringing more special attackers if he has them to get around those max steel spikes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what he does here because I mean, if Sam leads the same thing again, you're kind of in the same predicament. That Salamence is free to max too, right?
Yep.
You never really know what he's going to do with a lead like that. So if I'm Sam, I'm probably running back the same squad after what just happened.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't. That plan seemed to work out pretty flawlessly.
And looking at Jordan's team here, I mean, what does he have to really counter it? Maybe you get throw going early.
And we didn't see any item on the Salamence or the Metagross, right?
I don't believe so.
So maybe it's time to trick a Lagging Tail. Oh, he's going for it.
Sure is. Okay, and the Thundurus coming out first, so like you said, going for that special attack. It does have a Yachi Berry.
Leftovers is an interesting item on throw.
What is this throw set? Please bring the throw.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious too.
Come on. Alright.
Looks like he... Actually, Throw does have that move that always crits. Yeah, Storm Throw. Tay just said it at the same time I did. Storm Throw for guaranteed crit on the defense boost Umbreon.
Yeah, interesting.
It also
Throw, though.
it also has that move that functions as a whirlwind. Is that Circle Throw where you hit them and they get sent out?
Believe so, or is Circle Throw the one that goes last in a turn? I don't know. There's so many moves I can't remember.
Oh, he's got 3 seconds. Ooh.
Okay. So a Scav's coming back. That's kind of interesting to me because I feel like a Scav doesn't really do that much in this matchup.
Maybe he feels he needs it for that Umbreon.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what the throw set is, but well, let's see what we get here. Okay, so we
Sam's
get the
running
same
it back.
game. That makes a lot of sense.
And the Intimidate probably going to be useless here. Cottony typically doesn't attack.
Incoming Max Cotney.
Wow, he's just going right for it. And there's the switcheroo onto the Metagross. So if this is a weakness policy on Metagross, he will not activate it if it doesn't die.
Now I wonder if Sam switches it up and maxes the Salamence here.
Yeah, max Airstream into the Cottony would be quite the play here. We do know that Thundurus is the fastest one from the previous game. So this will be the max Thundurus. And
Now let's
thanks, Jordan, for speeding up this replay so that Dynamax animations don't take as long. There's the max.
Tired of the Max animation?
It's a little long. Oh, he does do the Salamence.
Salamence Max. See, okay. Now do we get a switch? That would happen first, correct?
That would have happened first, yeah.
Okay, so we do not get a switch, we get an ally switch.
Oh! But then the switcheroo is going into the Salamence and the Max Darkness also going into the Salamence.
Oh, this may be worse for Sam. Let's see.
Assault Vest Cottony, I don't think it had an attack. Oh man, that didn't do a lot.
Too much. Very interesting. Now he has a useless Cottony on the field. Is he going to be struggling?
I think it's dead.
It's dead. But that's okay. So
That Airstream boost does nothing though because it's got that Lagging Tail.
It does nothing for the Salamence, but Metagross is faster now,
True, true.
which could be huge. Well, it's already faster than the Scav, so
But now it will be faster than that Thundurus. Perhaps. Oh, he is going to keep attacking. I was wondering if he might consider switching that Thundurus out, just sacrificing the rest of his Dynamax turns.
now does Instruct work on a Dynamax target? It does not.
No, it doesn't. That would be. Oranguru would be on every team.
Alright, so get a nice punch here. Okay, there's the Yachi Berry.
Another item! Sam just fishing for items, apparently. So Max Darkness into the Metagross. I wonder if he predicted an ally switch there or not.
Either way, works out for him.
Yes, sir. And the Psychic. Wow, that did a lot of damage.
Actually, that's a surprising amount of damage after what the Max Darkness did the previous turn.
It was -2 special defense there, so
True.
Oranguru, not a terribly weak Pokemon.
Alright, let's see what Sam comes out with next here.
I do think this Lagging Tail is giving is giving Jordan quite the advantage here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Daddy did not make it to the finals this season.
There's the Rotom, and we know that's Scarfed.
So are we going to try to set up Trick Room here? Max Lightning.
That's got to take out the Salamence anyway. Whatever Thundurus does into Salamence is going to kill it. And he knows it's an Assault Vest, right? Because he switched the Lagging Tail onto it. So it probably doesn't have Protect. There's Overheat. Oh, it takes out the Thundurus.
It does take down the Thundurus. Okay.
But Oranguru is going next, and that Psychic should be able to... Oh, he Psychic the Rotom.
Okay, interesting choice of target here.
Max Flare, that will boost the Rotom's attacks. Will also weaken that Razor Shell attack that we saw on the Escavalier.
Yeah,
We
you
saw
gotta
it. Sam
Even
didn't
with
see
the
it.
special attack drop, the Scav's probably getting one shot here in the sun.
Yeah,
Safe to assume.
and Psychic is definitely not going to KO the Rotom. He could predict a Protect and switch out, or he could just assume he's fine and go for the attack. I wonder if he tries to deny, and he does switch out into the Umbreon. Oh no.
It's a good switch. Now, we are going to get Trick Room set up here. It'd be a tough one for Jordan.
Ooh.
but
Heat
Trick Room up
Wave.
is possible.
We get the Citrus, so Trick Room is coming up. And we do see a Heat Wave there from the Salamence, so Oranguru is probably going to have to spend this turn knocking out that Salamence so Escav doesn't die.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see an Instruct here. Mega Horn. I would assume you were...
He did miss the Mega Horn in Game 1. Maybe he's a little wary of that 10% chance to miss.
There's a good chance. See, now Sam can make a big switch here too. He can make a read and get that Rotom back in.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's why Jordan's having a tough time choosing his move here. So he decides to go after the Salamence, double up into the slot. Interesting.
He does know it doesn't have Protect. Ironhead does take it out, so that Psychic's just not going to do anything. Ooh, with a Yawn.
Yawn. Okay, Umbreon being annoying.
Actually, we know nothing. Like, you're not carrying Protect on your Scarf Rotom, so neither of the Mons on Samax's side have Protect here.
And here comes. Okay. So we're looking at a Rotom dying here, and then Instruct.
The sun is up. I feel like he might need a crit on one of these Razor Shells. No, it'll be enough. And he gets the defense drop.
And the defense drop. And you know what? Snarls are probably not going to be enough. Escavalier is going to sleep here, though.
That is true. And Razor Shell has a chance to miss. I believe it is only 95% accurate. But he hits it, so there goes the Rotom. So Umbreon against the world again. This time without the defense boost.
Without that is true. And you can only set up so many substitutes.
He does know that the Oranguru's full moveset, so it only has Energy Ball to hit it. If this Umbreon had Foul Play, I would say this is a wrap, but we know its full moveset as well.
And you wonder how much that lagging tail came into play now that we're here at the end of the game. It felt like Sam was in control for a good portion of it, but once this Trick Room got set up, things are looking much better for Jordan.
Snarl looks like it might even not take Oranguru down in 2 more turns, which gives that Escav a lot of time to come back to life.
Right. Umbreon. Still at full health here.
Yeah, but we already saw the Mega Horn did around 50% to the +2 Umbreon before, so... Oh, it might go down to the next Snarl. I think that did 30 damage.
Yep, and you know, these energy balls aren't doing a whole lot here. Maybe an instruct once the Scavalier wakes up, but
Ooh, Trick Room's over though.
room has ended.
So what can he get off here? Does he try to go for another Trick Room? Maybe hope for the Snarl to miss? He has yet to miss a Snarl, actually.
He could get the miss. Maybe he could get a low roll on damage here. He goes for Energy Ball, which is doing next to nothing. It's a Snarl, and good night.
I still feel that Escav has this, though. Snarl's not doing enough. Sam's gonna need, like, another 3-turn sleep to win this, and even then it might not be enough.
Yeah, I mean, how many Snarls has he sent into this Escav already?
It's at least 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And he goes for the sub.
There's the sub. Okay, I mean, we get sub, yawn.
He really needed a miss there, though, for the sub to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, if he got that miss there, sub into yawn, and then he just keeps snarling.
Yeah.
Could have been tough.
So Umbreon's in a real tough spot here. It's not impossible to come back from this point when you have yawn and substitute, right? But I mean, we land a Mega Horn here. Let's see how much this does.
Ah, wow.
It does it. It does it.
A 1-hit KO. There we go, Jordan taking game 2. That lagging tail definitely turning the tides there.
Yeah, we got ourselves a ball game here.
I wonder how that game goes if Sam doesn't click Ally Switch turn 1.
Things could have been much different.
Right? Keep the max Salamence, but actually like go for an attack with the Metagross. Obviously Metagross would have just died. But then you have you have the AV Salamence still there with a +1 speed boost.
Right, and then the speed was matters without the lagging tail. And Cottony was focused turn 1, so it wasn't revealed that Cottony is kind of screwed when it gets into Assault Vest. So
That's true.
we'll see how they lead this game.
What adjustments do you expect?
You know, if I'm Sam, I'm probably going with the same lead because it's a 50-50 that's again compounded by Ally Switch, right? So you don't know what's going to max with those two coming out first, and then even if you guess correctly, you might get an Ally Switch on there. So
Yeah, and he still hasn't revealed the item on the Metagross. I think it's probably safe to assume that it's weakness policy. But you don't...
And wouldn't he have something to trigger it?
Who knows? Maybe there's a Bulldoze Salamence or Seismitoad.
Seismitoad.
Oh, there's your throw.
There is throw. We finally get to see what the leftovers throw is about here. Thundurus, I think, is a really good lead for Jordan here. I mean, it's his main source of damage in the matchup, it seems like.
I agree. And if he has yet to reveal that he has that grass move on the Thunderous. So if Sam feels pressured right now to bring in that Seismitoad, it could be disastrous.
Yeah, correct. And we see Oranguru coming out first too. I wonder if we're finally gonna see some Instruct shenanigans, or what is he planning here? Because you probably don't want to be setting Trick Room with that Thunderous out.
You know, it could be Telepathy Instruct into Discharge. He just spams Discharge.
Right.
Ooh, there's the Meowstic. All right.
Yeah.
And this is another Mon that hasn't been revealed. You gotta wonder which of its 15 support moves is it running.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Interesting leads from both players here. We are gonna get Trick Room?
Could it be?
Expecting a Thunder Wave, maybe? I don't know.
Could be a Thunder Wave? What if it's Trick Room in Prison? Sam, I think, has the information advantage here because he's got this new Pokemon. He knows the entire moveset of the Oranguru.
Correct.
He knows the
And
taunt. This Meowstic could just fake out, too. Does that...
Right.
Alright, there's the Salamence switch again, just like Game 1, into the Umbreon.
Very interesting.
And you called it, the Thunder Wave.
Jordan. Oh. Paralyzed.
And there's the Telepathy.
Okay.
That... Ooh, paralyzes the Umbreon. That could be pretty big.
Okay, so the Umbreon's going to go much sooner under Trick Room, which is good for Sam, but missing a turn due to paralysis could be potentially game-ending for him.
Yeah. And here's an interesting thought. Does minimum speed paralyzed Umbreon go before a Scavalier in Trick Room?
It's a terrifying thought.
I genuinely don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like it doesn't because I believe a Scavalier is, what, 20 min speed?
Yeah,
Fake
that's
tears.
very critical. Fake tears. Fake tears, Snarl. How much does this... Okay, so he's yawning.
Who did
Now
the
do we
fake tears go
max-
into?
Are we going to get a Max Lightning next turn? To keep this thing awake?
Unless it has an
No.
Iron Ball.
It's flying, so...
Double Discharge coming out. That's gonna hurt. Meowstic's going down, that's for sure.
There goes Meowstic, and a lot of damage on Umbreon, too.
Jordan's got a huge lead right now.
Pretty substantial, and it'll be interesting to see if this paralysis hurts the Umbreon or helps it.
Sam wants me to recognize that Meowstic's name is Reginald Blep.
It has been recognized.
Here comes the Salamence again. Does he max it here? I feel like he's behind enough that he probably has to.
Yeah, what does he have in the back? You'd assume it's Metagross, but...
He did switch it up and bring the Meowstic. So he either let go of the Rotom or the Metagross.
Finally, here comes the throw.
Alright, we can see the move set.
Get a Psychic into the Salamence here.
Switches out the Umbreon, interesting. And there's the Metagross.
That throw did have Storm Throw. I couldn't see all the moves.
Storm Throw is the always crit one, I believe.
Which makes it interesting that he chose not to bring it game 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
It worked out for him. Okay, and there's the Heat Wave.
It shows off the leftovers. I think that's the last unknown item for Samax.
What an interesting item for throw.
It must be very defensive.
What are Throw's other abilities?
He's got Guts. He's got Mold Breaker and Inner Focus, I think. Storm Throw, Rock Slide, Coaching. Fascinating.
Right.
There goes the Salamence. And back into the Umbreon. Do you think he's just going to max Steel Spike and boost up that Umbreon again?
Seems very likely here.
There he goes.
I mean, all Jordan needs here is to see that Umbreon get fully paralyzed for one turn. I think this would be a crucial moment in the match if he sees that.
The same could happen to the Oranguru as well. There's the Rock Slide. That doesn't do a whole lot to that Umbreon.
Nothing. Here's the Max Steel Spike. This is not a good look for Jordan.
I do still think this is in Jordan's favor. He's still got his whole max, and he's done a lot more damage.
Very true.
I think he's got to focus on taking out this Umbreon, though.
Meanwhile, that Metagross keeps stacking defense buffs. It's gonna be a tough nut to crack there too.
Now, I missed the damage roll. I don't know if another Max Steel Spike kills this throw. And Umbreon's going first because of that paralysis in Trick Room. Gets the Moonlight off.
So far, 0 turns of full para, correct?
Yep, on either side, I believe. There's the Instruct into Rock Slide. Did Jordan perhaps...
No.
Oh no, it's because of the paralysis. He wanted to get double Storm Throw off, but the paralysis stopping him from doing that. And that actually might have killed the Umbreon.
Yeah. Wow, that is a rough turn of events there. The Steel Spike brings it down to 12 health.
He's staying alive.
Now is when he really needs that full para. Because Snarl is going to take throw down here.
Is it?
But the leftovers, maybe not.
I feel like it
maybe
doesn't. Well, and Throw is actually going to go before the Umbreon now. Trick Room ending.
Interesting.
However, Metagross also has a free KO into that throw. At the same time, Metagross would have used all of its max moves, taking out a throw.
Which doesn't look too bad for Jordan.
Yeah.
What a match this has been so far.
It's pretty good.
I think that's a good move. Let those leftovers heal you back up a little bit more.
Ooh, he calls the Protect, almost takes out the Oranguru. Is the Snarl going to be able to get through the paralysis and hit that Oranguru? Oh, it might not matter.
The berry.
He does break through. Oh, he just goes for Moonlight.
Moonlight.
He's got to keep himself alive.
What Umbreon does best, stay alive.
And
Get the Trick Room.
still no full paras.
So this Umbreon's going to be going first again. What are we going to see from it? A substitute?
That would get around the storm throws, and Oranguru cannot use Instruct right now because Throw used Protect last turn. And there's the switch out coming from the Oranguru into the Escavalier with the freshly set up Trick Room. It's looking like a menace. And we get the sub coming out from Umbreon. Oh, the coaching into the switching in Escavalier. Throw is going to go down, making sure that Escavalier is looking like a tough customer. And he's still got the max turns.
Whew. Okay. So we got that substitute up in front of Umbreon. We still have a full health Thunderous too in the back. That throw really did its job out there, didn't it?
It did. Got off a Storm Throw, did a little bit of chip with Rock Slide, got off one coaching.
And Umbreon is still living, which you don't love to see.
I imagine if you're Jordan, you want to max a Scav right now. So you keep Oranguru in the back to Instruct and set up Trick Room when the max is over. Oh, he's going to max the Thunderous.
It's really interesting with these Snarls coming out, but
And did I? Oh, he's covering for the ally switch by going for both moves, Megahorn and Max Darkness, into that Metagross. So
I'll be
either
right back. Steve, cover for me.
Yep. So either he takes out the Metagross in one hit, or he eliminates the substitute of that Umbreon. And I wonder if the Max Darkness would take out the Umbreon's substitute as well. There's popping out of the sub. Gets the yawn on the Escav. Wonder if Jordan's going to want to switch out of that yawn this time. Megahorn into the Metagross. That's a +3 defense Metagross. That doesn't do a whole lot. Ice Punch into the Yachi Berry. Didn't do a whole lot last time. Still doesn't do a whole lot this time either. And there's the Max Lightning. That's going to cancel out the yawn on the Escav. And still takes out the Metagross. Thunderous with his, 145 special attack, doing an absolute ton of damage. Electric Terrain sets up, really punishing this Umbreon, who can only use Yawn and Snarl to affect the opponent. Salamence comes back. We know it underspeeds the Thunderous, so it will be going, and we know it has Heat Wave, so does the Escav want to protect? Or does it just want to switch out?
Max Lightning. All right.
Yes. Blocking the yawns. Jordan's got
It doesn't work for flying Pokemon, correct?
on a Scavalier, though. He on be a Scavalier.
Okay.
It's an interesting turn, though, because we know Salamence has Heat Wave.
So a Scavalier protected last turn?
No, it used Megahorn.
Okay.
He's running out of time, and he might have missed that, and it might have helped. There's the first full paralysis. Oh, the Iron Head.
That's a big chunk
Heat
of
Wave.
change.
Oh my god, it lived!
Just kill.
The burn!
That's mostly irrelevant, probably.
I can't believe it lived that.
Oh boy.
I really thought he timed out. I think the timeout would have helped him there, because he would have got the Protect off. I feel like that Max Darkness was killing the Salamence anyway.
Yeah. Maybe he just wanted to be sure. I don't know.
Alright, 3v1 Umbreon versus a very damaged Escavalier. I think Oranguru is at half health. Thunderous I don't think has been snarled yet. And we got one Snarl coming out. Escav lives on one!
On one! You know, that might seal the deal right there.
Megahorn misses the Umbreon.
No.
Alright, we back in this.
Why do we play this game, Steve?
This will answer my question. Does that do enough to take out the substitute? It doesn't. The Max Darkness.
Goodness. Okay, he does lower that special defense a little bit more. But when you're trading with Snarls,
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. He's got to take out the substitute first and foremost, but he still needs that Escavalier to be able to kill the Umbreon.
that is correct. Now we're gonna see a taunt come out here.
Does that work? Or was he trying to break the sub? Yeah, break the sub and taunt.
Yeah. Did Trick Room end?
I think this is the last turn?
No. Last turn.
Oh no, it did end. You're
I
right.
did end.
Protect Discharge. This has got to take out the sub. Yes, okay.
There goes the sub. Now do we get another sub? We get a Snarl.
Does hit the Thunderous. I believe it's at -2 now.
And the burn damage is actually starting to add up here a little bit on Jordan's Thunderous.
It is. And Umbreon's at full health, and it does still have +3 defense.
Now here's what we find out. Have we found this out? Is Umbreon slower than Escav here?
Oh, have they gone for moves
don't
the same
know.
turn?
Think about it. Call. Alright.
There goes the Escav, not wanting to die.
Girl comes out. Now does this get a 2-shot by Snarls?
Let's see, it's at 56 health right now. The Discharge doing about a quarter to the Umbreon. Alright, that did 30 damage, so it could be a roll. Mineral, I believe the Oranguru could win.
Now, Oranguru will be faster if it doesn't get full parrot here.
3 minutes left until the battle ends. That would be quite the finish.
And this
Jordan.
is why everybody hates Umbreon.
Jordan could win by timer. Actually, no. I think Umbreon has the HP advantage right now, so
Yeah.
if I'm Samax, I'm letting my timer run down the entire way. Because right now he's in no danger of dying. Just let the timer run down the whole way, click Moonlight, and win by HP total. But I'm a dirty, dirty man.
Hey, you do what you gotta do to win. I mean, this timer is running down real fast for Jordan. He's got to make these moves quick. That's what came to bite me in the season 2 playoffs, many moons ago.
Umbreon's still staying at 50%, just over.
Discharge. Can we get a crit here?
This tried and true combo really coming in handy.
It is. Okay, we get another Snarl. Oranguru goes down. Thunder is 6 health. Is gonna die to burn.
He is gonna die to burn. That means it's a 1v1. Umbreon, with that +3 defense, doesn't have enough health to live a Mega Horn.
I doubt it. I really doubt it. Now the question is which one's gonna go first, and what does Umbreon do here?
And it could still get full paralyzed. Mega Horn could miss.
Good.
Full paralysis. Snarl can miss. There's a million ways this turn could go.
Really?
Mega Horn.
Mega Horn first, and we land it.
Oh, he lived!
No.
Snarl goes off! Snarl hits the Escav!
What a finish with only 50 seconds remaining. My goodness.
Umbreon clawing the game back from a 3-1 deficit.
That ending was insane. What a game. What a set.
That was crazy.
My goodness. I mean, we couldn't have hoped for anything better than that. That was wild.
So we've got Season 4 champion, the commish himself, Samax.
Congratulations, Sam. That was a hell of a game, man, from both players. Congratulations to both of you guys making it to the finals, and I don't think we could have asked for a better set.
No. Every final that we've had, not gonna lie, been pretty lackluster.
Yeah.
That set was amazing.
That was, and it came down to, what, 7 HP, 10 HP? Like,
Yeah. Couldn't be
man.
that much. Not only that, but a Scav living on 1 the first time.
And
So
that
many
burn.
turns.
That burn that I said probably isn't going to matter definitely mattered.
Yep, that could have
Definitely
been another discharge into Protect, plus another
At least one
turn.
more. I mean,
another
you took
turn.
How many turns of burn? 5,
Yep.
6, right? That's
Yep.
a lot of damage.
Sam's here. You want to come on for an interview, Sam?
Umbreon for logo. I think Umbreon definitely deserves to be on the logo
Oh.
after that.
I'm just going to try and add him in anyway. I don't know if he's answered or not. How do you do that?
I don't know. I'm old, man. I'm really old.
Invite to server? Call. Oh, I just kicked Daddy out.
There we go.
Well, we'll see if Sam answers.
Okay.
He said 1 minute.
Alright, I'm going to let you do the interview. I'm going to bow out. I got a baby screaming his head off upstairs, so I'm going to go see what's going on.
Fair enough. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Steve. It's been a blast. And congratulations again to both the finalists. Man, what a great set. Thanks
Great
for having
set.
me.
Have a good night. Where the heck did the call button go now?
Hello?
Sam,
Hi.
VBL Season 4 champion. How does it feel?
It still feels pretty surreal. I really did not think I was winning that. Well, I thought as game 2 was winding down, I thought I had, with the Rotom switch, I thought I had, the right Mons combo because I had his last 2 Mons stuck in, and I thought I was able to pivot around and win that. So I was like already in the mindset of, oh man, I'm winning this, and then I lost, and then for that entire game 3, I was like, I'm losing this, but I'll just keep snarling with Umbreon and see what happens. And then even until the last move, I didn't think I was going to win the game, and I was worried about a para the entire time. So,
Yeah,
pretty incredible that I won that.
you got paralyzed once out of like 10 turns. That's pretty lucky.
Oh yeah, there was time. Yeah. I do apologize, but
Yeah, well,
Pokemon.
don't play Pokemon if you don't want RNG. Did you do the calc to know that you were going to live a neutral Megahorn into your +3 defense Umbreon?
Forget what calcs I did. Oh no, wait, I didn't do calcs with Umbreon. There was a different SCAV calc. I don't know what it was, but it was close to max defense. So I just chose to. My Umbreon was 252 plus.
All into normal regular defense?
Yeah.
What other moves did you have on the Meowstic there?
Oh, I'll post the paste in a second, but I had Leer, Fake Tears, Thunder Wave, Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball, interesting. I love Leer.
Yeah. I thought if I got into an endgame, Fake Tear Shadow Ball could beat something.
Fair. So, going into next season, how do you feel about defending your title with a BDSP league?
So I don't know what challenge I'm doing. Well, I have an idea for a challenge. I might do some sort of challenge wheel for the draft, where it's not just one challenge, but it's one, or it's like multiple challenges, but set up in a more intricate way. I don't think I'm gonna go super sweaty to try to defend it.
Yeah, it's nice to, after a hard-fought season, just do something for fun. I feel you there.
Oh man.
So, highlights of the season other than the finals?
I kind of like just the arc of Umbreon's season where I think it dominated weeks 2 and 3, was kind of like a fine, not even staple of the team, just kind of like a fine member of the team for most of the season, kind of underwhelming after an impressive early start, and then totally dominated the finals.
Yeah, that thing is a monster. I know when we played, that was basically the entire focus of my prep. Was how do I not lose to Umbreon?
Yeah, I think the fact that it hadn't been as central of a part of my team recently helped me in the end, because it was able to just totally take control of the game.
Yeah, you had a lot of different mons used. Your first match against Braff was the Seismitoad show.
Yeah.
And then against Tay, I forget who you maxed against Tay.
Both of those were Metagross
Metagross,
plus
yeah.
Alt. They were both Metagross plus like alternative max option.
Yeah.
That was the Rotom Heat versus Tay.
Yes. Yeah, that Rotom Heat was a monster. So Umbreon on the logo, I guess. You make the logo, so it's up to you anyway.
Yeah, so about the logo, I think any combination of like Umbreon, Metagross, Throw, Guzzlord could be on the logo. But obviously they won't all fit in a way that makes sense, so I'll try some different stuff.
What about Throw riding Guzzlord with an Umbreon in his mouth?
Which mouth?
I honestly don't know which one is his real mouth.
Yeah. That's honestly a fair point. Guzzlord kind of poses a number of design issues. Mostly that's just ugly.
Well, I got nothing else. Congrats,
Thank you.
and good luck next season with your
Yeah.
challenge.
Thank you for the stream. It was great commentary as always, Steve.
Thank you, and thanks for Daddy for joining me. Thanks everybody for watching. I haven't streamed in like 6 months, so let me run a quick ad here. And everybody have a good night,
Oh, I need to input the stats.
and be excellent to each other. Peace.